I know you've been patiently waiting for this follow-up of my client from New Jersey. You won't believe how much her nails have changed in just a few short weeks, and today I'm going to add the acrylic brace at the back of some of the nails to enhance the shape change even more. I will include photos from her first visit at the end of the video so you can literally watch the transformation. So stay tuned.
I see like where the white part is growing at the back.
Oh yeah.
If you're new here, welcome! Please subscribe and click the bell to turn on your notifications to know when I upload my weekly video and be notified if your comment got the most likes and will be featured in an upcoming video.
I be forgetting sometimes. I was like, oh, wake up, put it right on. I was like, oh. Whew.
Okay, I'll take this foot. Yeah, see you can, when they get wet, you can see the white part even more, the new growth.
Oh, wow. That one's actually starting to crack too, right here on this side.
Okay.
Yeah, you see it?
Yep.
It's starting to split upward.
Have, they been feeling okay?
Yeah, they feel
You can
they feel
straighten
okay.
out a little bit.
Is it straight?
Oh, no, lift up your leg.
Oh.
Yeah, like all the
Oh.
yeah, like that. Yeah, your feet look really
Like
good.
they feel okay. This one, as you, is still pinchy.
Today we're gonna put an acrylic
Okay.
band at the back of the nail.
Okay.
Now that it's flattened out some, because you don't want to hold it in a pinced position. It's so good.
Yes, it does. People keep thinking I'm still crazy. I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's what I was doing over there, sitting when you came in, is I was making a graphic to post online about the before and afters.
The happy milk.
Oh, yeah, she's so thrilled.
I'm gonna need my toes to stop attacking you. Really, like she's here to help. Stop attacking her.
Take a little piece of you home with me.
I was saying. She don't want you to go home with her. She wants you to stay right here in this place. You can cut them short. Yeah. Like
Don't worry, I moved the camera and put her foot back in frame in just a second.
Yeah.
Now my closest on
Oh,
it,
yeah.
so to really get down to the.
Yep.
A piece came out the side of that.
Was there 8 weeks? This was 8 weeks?
No, 12.
Oh, was it 12? Okay.
Yeah, because I came in on January the 5th.
Okay.
And then we had set 12 weeks.
Yeah.
I know, I'm sorry, but it's really hard to pay attention to what I'm doing and make sure the foot's in frame at the same time sometimes. But I left it in because it had good clipping sounds.
Okay. Well, I gotta do
You've been using that stuff. That's what it's for. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It'll go away.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming it's gonna go away because the back of the nail white.
Yep.
So I'm assuming it's pushing out.
It
So
is.
that's 12 weeks worth of growth as far as the white part of the back of the nail.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little midget.
You call it what?
Midget.
Cute.
This is the cross-cut ceramic bit. It's fantastic at thinning out the nail, and it has a great taper so you can see really well how close you're getting around the cuticle area. And sometimes you do have to pause and clean off that surface to remove the embedded toenail out of the grooves so it can remain effective throughout the entire surface.
I came to see the famous boys. I said, I was starstruck. I came to see the famous lady. And they said, what is it? I was like, she's a lady here in y'all town. About 15. So the girl was saying, well, I said, well, I can't actually see the Meticulous Manicurist. So I said, look her up online. So the girl was looking at her. Look
Oh
at
my
you
goodness.
online. Yeah. I said, look at her. I said, she does miraculous things with normal to problematic toes. I said, she's awesome. And I said, I'm going to more than likely do that. I said, I'll probably come book this hotel again.
That's amazing.
Yes. Because the girl was looking and I was like, yeah. I said, you see? I said, any video of Papa, when you see how she works on people's toes, get them, if it's really cosmetic, like really, really cosmetic, you should get them looking as normal as possible. Get them on their road to recovery. I said, she's great. And I said, I've been looking at this lady for about a year. And I said, I finally made the trip out here. And I said, it was great. It was awesome. I don't know if it was back normal. You can wait through the urn in the water. Really?
Yeah.
You can wait through the orange in the water. So this thing. Like a little sliver on your right side and that toe came out.
Oh, did it? Good.
When we get to the end of the video with the before and after pictures from her first visit, want you guys to pay close attention to the stress put on the cuticle area and how there's no longer any shape change of that smile line.
Why I was having a problem? The way I was cut it myself. And then leave that little Sharpie. And then it would go in there. It wouldn't, I would get it before it gave me that issue.
Right.
So how have you been these past few months?
I've been good. Just juggling. Juggling a lot of
Oh, I
stuff.
thought you said Dublin. I'm like, wait, you went on a trip?
No, juggling.
Wait, do your kids go to school still?
I have one that's a junior.
Okay. Is this school, was this school open all this year? The rest
They were just open 2 days a week for a very short time, and then they went all virtual. And they expect them to go back 4 days a week in like 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay, now.
Did the drive go fast?
Yeah.
That's good.
All the time. Being that I did the first time, it felt like, I was like, okay, I don't know where I'm going, but as I'm driving down, I see different landmarks that are, even though I drove down in the dark, once it became light a little bit, then I started seeing landmarks I remember seeing from when I came the first time.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm like, okay, all right, I know exit 223, I know I'm near. I know I ain't got that far to go. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. But I enjoyed the drive.
It's a beautiful day for a drive.
So imagine when it gets summertime and all that good stuff. I'm like, shoot, ride with the windows down.
Oh, that's good.
They ain't gotta burn no air. Nope, no air at all. Ride with the windows down. I don't have that. What? Don't have that much callus skin?
This one?
Period.
On the tops of your feet or the bottoms of your feet or around your
top, like around the
cuticles?
toes.
No, not around your toes.
Oh, that's great.
No, that's good.
Yeah, that's great. That's really great.
Yeah, the second visit, even if it's 12 weeks out, it's always easier than the first one.
Okay.
Because you've been using that product and there's not as much buildup.
Oh, okay. I be trying to, like, if I have anything up under my nail to get out, like sock fluff, you know,
Cleaning
like
as you go.
sock lint. Yeah, I try, but this good ain't like here for the nonsense of me bending over trying to get it. My knees be killing me.
Oh,
But I started working out though.
did you?
Yes.
What have you been doing?
I went to a trainer, and let me tell you something. She, oh my God.
She fit.
She's a drill, yeah. She's a drill sergeant. Even though she's a cheerleader, when you go working out with her, she definitely a cheerleader. So I started, me and one of my coworkers, looked her up on, I saw her on Facebook.
Okay.
Cause she lives in my area, and she does everything out of her house, and we just started. We decided to go, and I lost 5 pounds.
Awesome.
I started with her February 24th, and March 24th was my weigh-in. I lost 5 pounds and 13.5 inches all over.
Holy camoly.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
She made me cry. I was like, really? But I feel the difference. Like, cause my tummy feels soft.
Yeah.
I told her it feels squishy.
Oh.
But she showed me this. She took before pictures, and then she took pictures that day, and she showed me the difference. Like my arm had slumped down a little bit. It like wasn't as full, and my tummy didn't feel as hard, like I was telling her. And I was like, well, she said, yeah, like the fullness is starting to go down. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I was like, cool. Yes, her name is Weston Skittles.
Okay.
Yes, and she's awesome. I'm like, yeah, she definitely get you in there sweat. Definitely. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I never sweated so much in my life.
Yeah, it's hard to get real sweaty when you're working out on your own, because as soon as you start to get sweaty, you're like,
stop.
yep,
You stop. And
yeah.
when it really starts to hurt, you also stop.
Yep.
Then, and I was like, So I said, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go to the when I go to the hotel, I'm gonna go check out their fitness room, see what's in there, and I'll just do a couple of videos, and then take it to her, because I usually go to her on Wednesday and Thursday, but I'm here. So when I go back to her next Wednesday, Thursday, that's when I will show her. I'm like, look what I did while I was out there. This is what I did. I said, I know I couldn't come to you.
I ordered a piece of exercise equipment for home, and I told my son I was going to get a strong mom bod, and he was like, stop talking, I don't want to hear about it. I'm like, that's funny.
In just a couple of seconds, I'm going to trim the edge of this toenail a little bit more, and you are going to get a very clear vision of how much her nail plate has moved back to the left and where it was actually cutting into the tip of her toe. So you can see that it's not rolling under anymore.
It makes me think like it's not even getting in there. Even though I see you getting in there, it makes the way it feels.
It doesn't hurt.
No, it don't hurt. It just feels like it's not even in there under nothing.
There's a lot more space. Remember how tight it was last time? Yeah, you've been doing a good job, I can tell. Sometimes people come back and they're like, oh yeah, I've been doing good. And then I start working on their nails and I'm like, I think you forgot to do this a little bit.
I'm like, man, I said, I ain't gonna be driving out here for nothing. I said, the minute I forget, I jump up and put it on it. I was like, oh no, can't be forgetting this.
No.
Ain't make this trip for nothing.
You're my good girl.
Now I'm very forgetful. That's how I still feel like it's tight. Is that a hook under there?
Yep.
Oh, the nail is still hooking. Okay, because I'm like, wait a minute. It feels like it's hooking on it. like I'm a pro. I ain't no pro like that.
You're getting the terminology.
I know they better act right.
They will.
That's probably that piece that wanted to jump off my foot.
I'm gonna actually trim it out. I'm gonna cut it from the bottom side. And now we're gonna start training your nail to grow back in the right place. Just like when you put braces on teeth. We're gonna make a little cast out of acrylic. And I'm gonna put it at the base of this nail so it holds it in that wide section. And then as it grows up, it'll remain that width in that position. It'll stop curling under.
Oh, okay. Will the nail mycosis affect that any kind of way?
No, because this is good, new, healthy growth.
Okay.
So it won't hurt that at all.
Okay, so it won't mess with the acrylic that you put on the top. Okay.
This is the nail primer. It's going to prepare the nail plate so the acrylic adheres to the nail and it won't lift off in between her visits. If you are looking to repair a nail of your own, I do have acrylic kits that have this brush, the size number 2 acrylic brush, the primer, and acrylic liquid and powder on my website.
You will be ready. Gotta make it into a little smiley face so it looks happy. There.
And they throw them in, it's in the freezer, little bag, and I buy that every time I go to the store just so I don't run out of it. And I put that in everything, the onions, the peppers, and stuff. And I wasn't an onion eater. It's good.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Sounds delish.
Here's the before pic from her first visit to what we have now.
I've been on a pancakes and bacon kick. Blueberry pecan pancakes.
Oh my God.
A little Coney Island next door.
That sounds so good. Oh my God, that sounds so good.
I'll even eat them for dinner.
I bet y'all probably get sick because my body hasn't had that stuff. Like this is, like I told, whenever I cheat, I know I should not. Oh, I know for damn sure I should not be eating these.
Oh yeah.
I should not. But whenever I do, I tell her that I did, because this is my stress reliever.
Yeah.
This can chips. And I said other than that, I said I try not to eat them, but sometimes it gets away from me, and I tell her how many I eat, how many bags I eat, and I was like, but other than that, I stay away from them like I'm supposed to.
You're like, I've been a good girl.
She said, baby, you gotta have more willpower. I said, I do, because I used to eat these before I came here. I used to eat these every day.
Yeah.
I said, so me just having them whenever something aggravates me or whatever, I said, I'd rather have that than anything else. But I know I gotta eventually stop. That's a pinched one too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, that felt good. Ooh, I felt that one snap.
Yeah.
Yes, I felt that joker when it snapped in. I was like, so
More toenails.
yeah, so now it want to attack me. Look at that. Because when I got to the hotel the last time, I took a picture of it to show my cousins and them because we're in the group chat.
Oh, yeah.
And I showed them. I said, that's right, I came over here. I came right over here to see her. They said, you gonna find nobody else closer? I said, nope. Not do what she do. I said, I done had my fair share of pedicures. And I'm like, compared to what she does, they just cranking people in and cranking them out.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. I will make the trip. The money, I don't care. I say I have no children. It's just me.
Yep.
And nieces and nephews. But, and for me to get away for a couple of days.
Yes.
Get out of another state, get into another state, just have peace of mind and quiet.
Now, I have nail technicians in about half of the states in the United States now who are taking my pedicure course.
That's great, but I don't care.
And they are starting to get clients finding them. So I'm really happy about
good
that.
Because I actually looked and I saw some on the eastern coast, but it was like one in Florida.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody in New Jersey yet.
Like nobody up. Like I don't go to New York. Yeah, I don't go to New York. So like I would this girl I know, she started doing nails. Dang, my phone did. I guess I don't know how or what she did. But she started her own little nail business outside her house. I think inside her house. And my thing is, I'm like, because I think she said she wanted to venture into doing like pedicures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell her about you. I'm like, look, this lady, I go to this lady. I done been to this lady twice, and this lady is working magic on my damn toes. They're working magic on these crappy toes. The bane of my existence.
They're gonna be pretty in no time flat.
I'm like, looking to take her first, because she's awesome. Honey. And I believe she was self-taught how to do nails. I think she started doing her own. I don't know. I gotta look at her thing to see if like she went to class for it or whatever. But I believe she was just sitting in her house one day and she just started venturing into it.
Well, you're not allowed to work on the public in the United States if you don't have a nail license.
Okay. So
Like,
then she must have one.
Yeah.
That's great. I didn't even ask her. But she must have one. I'm like,
Because if she injures anybody and gets sued, there's gonna be trouble.
Oh no, definitely not like that. I'm gonna reach out to her and ask her. Oh my god. Who do you go to school with? You talk to her about that. I'm like, if you didn't go to school. Go to school. So, I'll talk to her about that. Going up under that nail. Started tickling. Oh my god.
I love it when people come back because I get so many comments about, has this person come back? I want to see their progress.
Yeah, I'll come back. I already told you, I started stretching. I got here first time. So, I was in here all giggling and everything. Like a kid. So I told you I turned back. I'm not coming out here for one show. No. That's not what we doing. No. We gonna get this right. I need these niggas to act right. That's what I need them to do. I need them to act completely right. We gonna get it going. We got one color right here. That is picture. That big color. I need them to act right. It's not gonna come back straight. It's gonna stay curved to the right. The big toenail, right?
It depends on how far the nail wall moves.
Oh, okay.
Just depends.
Oh, okay. That is different.
I just scheduled a ram's horn toenail video. Oh, I don't know. It'll post this month sometime. And hers is growing completely normal, but it's her second toe.
I think you did a video on her before, right?
Nope.
Oh, this is brand new.
This is a new, yep.
Oh, this is a new one.
But I have her follow-ups. I've seen her about 4 times.
Okay.
And her nail is completely normal now.
Wow. Whew. Everything's a hard work.
What are you doing for Easter?
I don't celebrate that day.
No.
Like holidays and like family oriented. I really don't get too much into them.
Okay.
Only because my son isn't here.
Aww.
Yeah. I try, but it never works for me to get into it. So I just try because my niece, she's oh God, she'll be 10 this year, and she's autistic. So I try, but it's hard. I definitely don't like Christmas. Definitely.
Well, it's good to have a little, peace and quiet too.
Yeah. Like this drive is everything for me to come out. You my thoughts. All that good stuff. You must post a lot of videos.
Yeah, we've started posting twice a week. Our subscriber count is, we used to get a lot more per day and a lot more views, but I think we're in a weird space in the algorithm. So they say to post more often. So we've been re-editing some other stuff because I don't have a lot of my new stuff finished yet. Just trying to get back into the good old sweet spot. Last video was pretty good, so I think it's on its way back in the right direction.
Yeah, that's good. many clients do you see a day?
Today I have 11. I usually do 11 to 13 people a day.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
And what's the average time for a client?
Well, it depends on what they're getting done.
Oh, okay.
30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, or 75 minutes.
Where do I fall at?
Today you're in the, I think you're in a 60-minute or 75-minute slot today. I'm not sure.
You are the MVP, honey.
Gotta stay on schedule.
That's why I said I'm gonna get here early. I'm gonna get here early. I said I ain't pulling up the exact time of my daggone appointment. I'm getting here early, and I was here 10 minutes early. Thank God. And I had time. As soon as I got here, I got to this area at 12:20. I made a beeline for Walmart because I got some flip flops, so I don't put those on and they rub off the stuff.
Right.
So I said, "Dang it! I forgot my flip flops in my car." I was like, "Crap." Oh well, I'm on the road now. I'll try to make time and see if I can get to Walmart before I get there. Thank God Walmart is just across the street.
Yeah. Close.
I couldn't remember how far it was. I thought it was 10 minutes away, but it's only 5. Not even 5. So I was like, that's great. Good. I went there and get my flip-flops out. I was in there 7 minutes. That's it.
That was efficient.
Yeah, 7 minutes from getting out the car to getting back in the car. I mean, to ringing up. Yeah, because I got out the car at 12:21. And when I rang up, it was 12:28.
Wow.
I wasn't playing.
That was quick.
Yes, I went in there for flip-flops. I said, we are not playing today.
No sidetrack.
One time. And it took me 4 minutes to get down here. And then by the time I got out the car, grabbed my stuff and got out the car, it was 12:35. I was like, yep.
That was efficient.
I wasn't playing. I said, nope.
I like to play a game when I get to the grocery store. I look at my watch and say, how fast can I get in and out of there?
Supermarket sweep, huh?
Oh, yes. I used to watch that show.
Yes, that was everything. So we sitting here telling our age now, huh?
Uh-huh.
I said I used to watch that show. I was loving that show. They be in there running their hearts out.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness. Ah. The good old days. A lot of the shows aren't the same.
No, they're not. I overheard a television show that my son was watching with his girlfriend, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you watching?
What was the name of it?
Yeah, and it was,
Yeah,
I mean,
never-
inappropriate.
Yeah, I really didn't hear that one. Yeah, I never heard of that one. It probably was some old 10-episode little TV show that they be throwing out now. They throw out quick shows and then get rid of them. That's all. I was like, nope. That's not what life is about to come to.
Like, where's the wholesome stuff?
Exactly. The wholesome stuff, the good stuff, the happy stuff.
No drama.
I guess that's too much to ask for. Let's stop rocking these kids' minds.
Like, people don't talk like that in real life.
They don't. How's your husband?
He's good.
When was the last time he was in?
Thanks for
pedicure?
asking. I think I filmed him about 2 weeks ago. I did start editing one of his last night. At 8 o'clock, I told him I'm going to go upstairs and get ready for bed and go to bed early because I had to be here really early this morning. And then I got up in my room and I started editing.
Not going
I'm
to
like, why do I do this?
Then you have no choice but to go to bed because your laptop is not upstairs with you. My cousin, what is it called? But it was like a boot type thing. She put on her toe, around her foot, and it peeled after 7 days. Mm-hmm. See? That's what I did.
Wow.
That's what I
Oh
did.
yeah, I mean you can see. Look at that pinch. Here, let me see that for a second. I won't drop it in the water.
That's fine.
What's going on right here?
Is that the right foot?
Yep. Oh yeah. You can totally tell that the
And that's what I showed them. That's how I took the pictures. And I showed them. I said, "This is what she did for my toes."
and you can tell already here this nail wall is growing out here.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad I showed you the pictures.
Nice. Oops.
I'm glad I showed you the pictures. Sheesh. And that's the left foot.
Oh yeah.
I said, shit, she did awesome work. I said, shoot. I said, she did damn good work on these poor toes. I said, these poor toes was like, the big toe on the left foot and the toe next to the big toe, the nails looked like they was curving towards each other to kiss each other. I was like, oh my God. I said, yo, she is doing her thing with this. I was like, and the right foot too. The toe, the big toe and the toe next to it look like the toes, both of them is curving towards each other.
Right.
To kiss each other.
They're like, hello, what are you doing today?
But the right, yeah. The right, oh my God, that was really pinched. It doesn't look that pinched.
And today, like when, you know, your toe almost had a point at the top. It was like bent in half, like tented. And today it was more rounded, so the nail was in a different spot. In 12 weeks, when it grows up to here, it's going to be amazing.
Push out more.
Yep.
I did like a side by side from. Oh man, my phone dead. I did a side by side from when I first, before I came out here. I took the raggedy looking toes and took a picture of those.
Oh, good.
And then I did in the hotel. Took a picture of what you did. And then I did a side by side and looked at the difference. So when I sent it in a group chat to my cousins, oh my God, they was like, "Oh, that's what she did. That's what you had going on." I said, "Yep, that's what was in my shoes."
That was what I was hiding in my shoes.
And I said, "You see how she cleaned it up?" And I was like, "Yep, she cleaned it up good." And I said, "I'm coming back to her for her to continue on."
Yep.
I said, "I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can talk all y'all want. Y'all can make all crack all jokes all y'all want. I don't care."
You just want good, healthy toenails.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ooh. I love this stuff. I be trying not to waste not one drop. I try to put it on my toes perfectly so I do not waste not one drop. I said,
so it soaks
drip,
all
drip,
in.
Drip, drip, and I rub it on my toes.
Yes.
Like all up in top and bottom of my toes, around the toes. I said, nope, you're not going to drip on the floor. You're not going to run down my foot. You're not going to do nothing. You're going to stay put
right there
where I put you, on my toes.
The before and after photos are coming right up, and I also include some photos from her very first visit.
Stamp that your husband made for you.
It works.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I see what you're talking about. As far as my right toe, big toe is concerned, I guess from the angle that I'm looking, it doesn't look as tinted, like
Right.
pointy.
It wasn't as pointed.
Wow. You're amazing.
You're sweet.
I'm so serious. It's not even about being sweet. You're amazing. Cause I tell you, I was at my wit's end with him. I didn't know what the heck to do with him. I was like, I'll just keep him tricked down. I said, but, and I like to wear open toe sandals. And I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to. Now, boy, you gonna make that possible.
Mm-hmm.
Before the first visit, before the second visit. Before the first visit, before the second visit, before the first visit, before the first visit,
Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to visit my channel. People like you are the reason for my success, and I appreciate it so much. But remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel for all the latest videos. Remember, it is free, and I'll see you next time.